Ora si registrerà la conferenza.
Hi students, welcome to class. Last lesson, we ended with grammar unit 2, and we also covered reading and writing part 3 and the listening part 2. So feel free as usual to send me messages on our WhatsApp group to ask any questions concerning the grammar exercises or the reading and writing parts or the speaking as well. Also, keep in mind that you can always exercise your reading skills by reading those texts directly on our WhatsApp group. So as for today, we are going to cover grammar unit 3, reading and writing part 4, and we're going to do the speaking part 3 as well. So let's get started and share my screen so that we can take a look at our lesson plan folder. There it is. So you should be able to see the grammar folder, and under the grammar folder you're going to find a solution, a key folder as well, where I'm leaving the grammar key for you. So we covered grammar 1, grammar 2, so you're going to find the grammar 1 and grammar 2 key files under the soluzioni, right, the solutions in the grammar folder. Keep in mind that you can always print if you want, if you need. If you're more comfortable with a paper version of the grammar reference and practice, feel free to print it. So you should have been able to print Unit 1 practice and Unit 2 practice. Okay. So this is where we stopped last time, actually. We covered this grammar reference. We talked about present simple in positive, negative, and question forms. We covered short answers. We covered present continuous. Remember the differences between present simple and present continuous. Present continuous with ing, the gerund, for example, working. We looked at some differences between present simple and present continuous. And we also looked at the have and have got forms. Remember, I have got 2 sisters versus I have 2 sisters. But we'll get back to this in just a while. So under the solutions, the key, if we look at grammar 2 key, you can find the same exercises with the answers that I provided for you. When, do, they. Remember, so do, does, anticipate a question, right? When, quando, do they arrive? Quando arrivano? When do they arrive? Mark doesn't like pizza, so do for first, second, singular, and plural forms, right? I, you, we, you, they. Does or doesn't in the negative form, doesn't, for the third singular person. Yes, have, where does she live? So these were some examples of the exercises we did last time. Complete the sentences with present simple form. So you had to choose the correct verb from the box here. For example, my cousin leaves, right? Leaves, remember? Third singular person, we add an S after the verb. So my cousin lives in the States, right? Also, keep in mind, in case you have some questions about the correct use of the S, we can always browse the net. For example, search for S in third singular form. The S in the third singular form. Okay? And you're going to find several websites to choose from. So let's say, let's go to the Britannica.com. Okay. Spelling rules. Let me zoom in. Okay. Obviously, it's important that you start getting comfortable with the English websites as well. Mrs. Vitos. Okay, but third person singular S. These are just questions, though, questions and answers. So we have to look for something else to find more rules, more general rules. Maybe this one. And this is referring to verbs, but this is not what we are looking for. So third person, the S in the third person singular form. Let's see if we can find, why do we add an S? Why do we add S to the third person? Let's see what they say. So the S indicates the third person, he, she, it, right? With verbs only, okay, why am I saying this? Am I saying this because this S seems to be confusing at some times. So, for example, the verb finish, right? You see adds an ES, E as in Europe, right? So the exam finishes with an ES, not just finishes, meaning without an E, it's just an S, okay? So if a verb ends with a consonant like T, forgets, T, forgets, forgets, so we add an S after the T. If a verb ends with an E, with a vowel, or with the H, in this case, we add an ES, finishes. Let's see another example of a third singular verb, if we can find one. I mean, this applies to regular verbs, okay? Keep in mind that the verb to be at the singular, the third singular person is, right? He is. Or the verb to have is has. I have, you have, he, she, it has. So this probably was the little thing to pay attention to in this unit 2 practice, okay? And I don't think that there were some other big problems here other than understanding the difference between a present continuous and a present simple. Remember, continuous means the action is happening right now, in this moment. So he is studying biology at college. And remember, the present continuous always uses is or are, the verb to be, as an auxiliary. So he is studying, he is reading, he is listening, he is watching a film, for example. They or we aren't going away this summer. We aren't going away. Yes, so the action is happening right now, or the action can happen in the future if it is a programmed action. Okay, if the action or the activity that is programmed in the future is happening for sure. For sure means certamente, for sure. Yeah. In fact, the boys are playing football is an activity happening right now. The boys are playing football. I am staying with my brother. I am staying. I am staying with my brother. B, an activity happening around now, but perhaps not right now. B, an activity happening around now, but perhaps not right now. So this is referring to an action that may be true for a long time in the present, but may change in the future. I am staying with my brother. Quindi in Italian would be something like sto alloggiando da mio fratello, o mio fratello mi sta ospitando. Ok, quindi ando is a gerund, right? I am staying, quindi sto stando. If we want to translate literally, I am staying with my brother. Obviously, this thing may change in the future, but in this moment, this period of my life, I am staying with my brother. Okay, so not necessarily right now as I speak, but in general, in this period of my life, I'm staying with my brother. Number 3, we are meeting at 10:30. 3 is A. It's a planned arrangement for the future. Okay, a planned arrangement. An arrangement is an appointment, for example, or a meeting that is planned, programmed, planned, a planned arrangement for the future. So it is something we have programmed for the future. And we are using the present continuous. We are meeting at 10:30 later tonight because we have an agreement. Okay, we already have an appointment. We have a meeting later in the future at 10:30. Okay, so we can use the present continuous to express a future action as well, when the action is programmed, planned. When we made plans. This exercise was tick the correct sentences. Okay, so one sentence was correct, the other wasn't. Mario is coming from Pisa, or Mario comes from Pisa. Mario is coming from Pisa by train. Mario is coming by train. Could be possible. But Mario comes from Pisa in general. What does it mean? It means that Mario is from Pisa. Mario comes from Pisa. We usually go by bus. Usually, in genere, we usually go by bus. We are usually going by bus. So if an action is express routine, we usually routine. It is something that we constantly do. We usually go by bus. We usually go by bus. Number 2, we usually go by bus. We are usually going by bus. Well, if it is a routine, usually, right, it cannot be possible to use a present continuous, because present continuous refers to the moment, an action happening right now at the moment. So at the moment and usually conflict. So we usually go by bus, present simple, go. We usually go, not we are usually going. We are going by bus now, not usually. We usually go by bus. He speaks Mandarin and Japanese. He is speaking Mandarin and Japanese. Well, obviously, he speaks Mandarin and Japanese today. He speaks Mandarin and Japanese tomorrow. He knows Mandarin and Japanese. So present simple. No, he is speaking Mandarin and Japanese at the moment. He works at the moment. He is working at the moment. He is working at the moment. Sta lavorando in questo momento. He is working at the moment. Ok? Anche in italiano non direste lei sta lavorando, voi non direste lei lavora in questo momento, voi direste lei sta lavorando in questo momento. Just like in English, she's working at the moment, she is working at the moment. No, she works at the moment. Okay? So these were some examples. 7 was complete the sentences with present simple or continuous. So you had to choose, you had to, dovevate scegliere, you had to choose between present simple and continuous. So Alex in a bar works or is working in a bar. È un'azione che indica un'attività usuale, giusto? Alex works, lavora in un bar. 2. We meet Anna at 9 o'clock tonight. So this is a planned action. Abbiamo un appuntamento. We are meeting Anna at 9 o'clock tonight. We are meeting Anna. What are you doing now? Now, at the moment. Not what do you do? What do you do? No. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? Che stai facendo in questo momento? What are you doing now? Amanda always looks beautiful. Always, sempre. Quindi non in questo momento. No, Amanda always is looking beautiful. Amanda always looks beautiful. Are you coming? The film is starting. Quindi il film sta iniziando. Are you coming? Vieni? In questo caso potrebbe creare una confusione con l'italiano. The film is starting. Il film sta iniziando. Are you coming? Si mantiene lo stesso verbo, is starting, present continuous. Are you coming? The film is starting. Ok? Write the correct form of have got. As I told you last time, have got is not very common in American English. It's more common in informal British English. Okay? So usually in American English, this form, have got, is not used at all. Exercise 9 was tick the correct sentences. Tick, check, tick, check the correct sentences. What time have you got dinner tonight? Do you have sugar in your coffee? So what time have you got dinner tonight? Not correct. Why? Because dinner express a habit and got is not used with habits. So what time do you have dinner tonight? What time do you have dinner tonight? Do you have sugar in your coffee? A habit, right? Do you have sugar in your coffee? Correct. Joe's got 3 brothers and a sister. This is correct. Joe's got 3 brothers and a sister. Okay, with have got. I have got a shower every night. No. Why not? Because it's a habit. It's a habit. So I have got a shower every night? No. I have a shower every night. I have a shower every night. Does the hotel have a swimming pool? Yeah. Does the hotel have? Remember, have is always correct. Does the hotel have a swimming pool? Yeah. Does the hotel have? Does it, the hotel, right? Does it have? Does the hotel have a swimming pool? The restaurant doesn't have a smoking section. Okay, the restaurant doesn't have it, the restaurant. It doesn't have a smoking section. Both children have got breakfast at 7:30. This is obviously not correct. Both children, entrambi i bambini, both children have got breakfast? No, got. It's a habit, breakfast every morning. It's a habit, routine. Both children have breakfast at 7:30, not got. Both children have breakfast at 7:30. You can also repeat with me. When I read these examples, please feel free to read aloud on your side as well. Quindi quando io leggo, ripeto, ricordatevi di ripetere ad alta voce anche voi dal vostro lato dello schermo. Quindi, what time have you, this is not correct, what time have you, what time do you have dinner tonight? Do you have sugar in your coffee? Do you have sugar in your coffee? Joe's got 3 brothers and a sister. Does the hotel have a swimming pool? Does the hotel have a swimming pool? The restaurant doesn't have a smoking section. The restaurant doesn't have a smoking section. Okay, Natasha's got blonde hair. Good. Natasha has got blonde hair. Okay. So, should you have any further questions about the Unit 2 practice, please write me in the WhatsApp group, okay, and ask any questions you need to or you have to, okay. So this was a short overview of the grammar 2 key that I gave you last time. So tonight, let's take a look at the reading and writing part 4, okay? Reading and writing part 4. Here it is. Okay. So we are moving ahead, right? Remember, it's the 4th lesson, and so we already covered the reading and writing part 1, 2, and 3. And tonight is reading and writing part 4 time. So in this activity, students focus on the meaning of vocabulary and complete a gap fill exercise. Gap fill. Do you understand a gap fill? Gap fill means you have to complete the missing words. Yeah. So you are going to find a text with missing words, and you have to complete or fill the missing words, just like this. This is the example. The gap. Fill the gap. So you have to find the correct words to fill the gap in this exercise. So let's continue reading just the introduction of this part. They are given the rest of the sample task from one exam to complete within a time set. Okay, so you have about 25 minutes. This is what this part is going to require. You can use dictionaries. So if you want, you can use your telephones, or you can use the internet in order to find the right words. Explain procedure, la procedura, procedure. explain to students that they will be doing part 4 of the A2 Key for Schools, paper 1, reading and writing exam. Okay. So hotel, I think that you understand the word hotel. Let's see. Oh, we are going to have the usual answer key after we complete the exercise. We also have, again, a suggested follow-up activity. And this activity it aims at getting you used to writing. Okay, because as for now, we have been doing lots of reading, some grammar exercises, but we have to start thinking about writing too. Okay, and we'll look at it. So the text is not very long, as you can see. Right, the text is not very long. It's a short text about a hotel, Viene Hotel. I'm not sure about the name of the hotel. Viene Hotel. Vivenau, maybe if it's German, is a beautiful hotel in the countryside with many rooms and an excellent restaurant. However, there is a big between Vivenau and other hotels. Firstly, quindi prima di tutto, Vivenau is part of a university. Vivenau is part of a university, and secondly, its staff are all teenagers. Interesting. Its staff are all teenagers. It's referring to Vivenau. In fact, Vivenau is a hotel school for young people who are to get jobs in the hotel or restaurant. The students learn by helping staff in a real hotel while their teachers them carefully. They do everything from making beds and cleaning bathrooms to preparing menus and the telephone. Some British people may think that a hotel run by students is a rather strange idea, but many visitors say that Vivenau is the best hotel they have ever had. So, what do I want to say with this? You should be able to think about some words to complete this text. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words that you must find in order to fill or complete the gaps. Okay, in reality, you have some hints or some ideas here. So if you look at page 7, right, there are some hints, dei suggerimenti, hints. There are some hints. For example, 20, knowing, hoping, explaining. But before we look at this part, I would like you to read the text. So read it and possibly send me an audio message on the WhatsApp group reading this text. Okay, so you can pretty much do the same thing that I have just done. Let's see if we can actually read it once again together. Vivenau is a beautiful hotel in the countryside. So Vivenau è un bellissimo hotel in campagna, in the countryside. with many rooms and an excellent restaurant, con molte stanze, with many, molte, with many rooms and an excellent restaurant, è un ristorante eccellente. However, comunque, ad ogni modo, however, there is a big, ad ogni modo c'è un gran, maybe difference. What do you think? There is a big difference between Wivno and other hotels. Potrebbe andarci, a big difference. C'è una grande differenza tra Wivno e altri alberghi. So, difference potrebbe essere una parola. However, there is a big difference between Wivno and other hotels. Firstly, prima di tutto, Wivno is part of university, and secondly, its staff are all teenagers. Quindi, prima di tutto, il Wivno fa parte di una università, quindi è un ristorante universitario, di una università. And secondly, e in secondo luogo, its staff are all teenagers. Quindi i propri dipendenti sono tutti adolescenti. Its staff are all teenagers. In fact, Wivno is a hotel school, è un albergo scuola for young people, per giovani persone who are to get jobs in the hotel or restaurant. Wivno is a hotel school for young people who are going, what do you think? Who are going to get jobs? Who are going, quindi è un hotel per giovani persone che intendono trovare lavoro, who are going to get, che intendono trovare lavoro nel settore alberghiero, in the hotel, o nel settore alberghiero o restaurant. So I think that this word 21 may be business. What do you think? Wivno is a hotel school for young people who are going to get jobs in the hotel or restaurant business. Does it sound good to you? What do you think? The students learn by helping staff in a real hotel. Quindi gli studenti apprendono, imparano. The students learn by helping staff. Quindi gli studenti imparano aiutando i dipendenti in un vero albergo, mentre i loro insegnanti them carefully, mentre i loro insegnanti teach them carefully o help. What do you think? While they teach, mentre i loro insegnanti help them carefully, li aiutano attentamente. They do everything, quindi fanno tutto. They do everything from, fanno tutto. They do everything, ogni cosa, everything, tutto, ogni cosa, everything. From making beds, dal fare i letti, from making beds, and cleaning bathrooms, e pulire i bagni, bathrooms, to preparing menus and the telephone. Quindi loro fanno tutto, da fare i letti e pulire i bagni, a preparare i menu e i telefoni. E I think answering the telephone, rispondendo al telefono. I think that answering the telephone is a good option here. Some British people may think that a hotel run by students is rather strange idea, but many visitors say that Wivno is the best hotel they have ever looked at, in my opinion. Quindi alcune persone inglesi potrebbero, condizionale may, potrebbero pensare che un hotel gestito da studenti sia un'idea alquanto strana, ma molti ospiti, visitatori, dicono che il Wivno è il miglior hotel che loro hanno mai stayed at, that they have ever stayed at, in cui hanno mai alloggiato. that could be another option. So this is what I want you. This is what I want you to do. I would like you to take about, let's say, take about 10 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes, and what I want you to do is read again this part, and try to complete the missing words with your own words. Okay, and don't forget to read your text, recording an audio on our WhatsApp group. Ok, quindi ve lo dico in italiano: voglio che nei prossimi 10 minuti mi leggiate nuovamente questo testo, pensiate a quali parole utilizzare per completare il testo e me lo leggiate registrandomi un messaggio sul nostro gruppo WhatsApp. Ok? So I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to complete the task. Quindi vi darò 10 minuti per completare questo compito. D'accordo? And I think that we can get started. And there you go. Okay, students. Let me know, was it easy or was it difficult? Com'era l'esercizio? How did you find the exercise? How did you find it? Did you think it was easy or did you think it was difficult? Please let me know in our WhatsApp group. Send me a message and let me know. Also, don't forget, please, if you haven't done it yet, read your text, record an audio message on the WhatsApp group as well. Okay. So I think you had enough time to think and write down some missing words to complete this paragraph. Now, let's take a look at some suggestions given by Cambridge, okay? Oh, business, work, career. Okay, well, number 19 is not listed, but number 19, I think, was something like difficult, I believe. Let me see if I can find number 19. See, yeah, 19 is not listed, but I'm pretty sure that 19 was difficult. I don't know if there was an example maybe that they gave earlier, but no, I don't think. I don't think there was. Oh, 19. There you go. Number. Ask students to read the first paragraph and decide which word, change, variety, or difference is the correct answer for number 19. So difference, right? Difference was one word suggested by Cambridge for number 19. So difference. Let's go back to the other options. Okay, so the suggestions for number 20 were knowing, hoping, explaining. 21, business, work, career. 22, see, look, watch. Calling, answering, speaking. Entered, stayed, gone. So number 20, knowing, hoping, explaining. Knowing, hoping, explaining. Who are going? I think that we suggested going, right? Oh, yeah, but going was not on the list. So what about hoping? Do you understand? Hoping, to hope, sperare. So people who are hoping to get a job. Hoping is good, just like going. People who are hoping to get a job. For young people who are hoping to get, quindi che sperano to find a job, to get a job, who are hoping to get a job in the hotel or restaurant business. The students learn by helping staff in a real hotel, while their teachers, 22, while their teachers see, look, watch. I think, I don't know what your suggestion was, but see, look, I think the watch here is the correct one. Let's see. While their teachers watch them carefully. While, mentre, their teachers watch them carefully. They do everything from making beds and cleaning bathrooms to preparing menus. And 23. I think, what did I suggest? Answering the phone? Calling, answering, speaking. Calling, chiamare, answer, rispondere, speak, parlare. While answering, rispondere al telefono, be, answering, and 24, entered, stayed, gone. Well, I think that stay, yeah, stayed, that I have ever stayed at, Wyvern Hotel is the best hotel they have ever stayed at. Stare nel senso di alloggiare. It's the best hotel they have ever stayed at. Not gone, andato, entrato, but stayed. So let's check the answer key and see what our there you go, our choice should have been. So 19C, difference. 20 was B, 21 was A, 22 was C, 23 was B, 24 was B. Okay, so 20 was B, 21 was A, 22 was C, 23 was B, 24 was B. Okay, let's go back and see what the options were. So 20 was B, hoping, 21 was A, business, 22 was C, watch, 23 was B, answering, 24 was B, stayed. Okay, so this is the end of the reading and writing part 4. Okay, was it easy or was it difficult? Please let me know what you think about it. Okay, I hope that this was a good example of this kind of exercise. Complete or fill, complete the gap, which is not to be confused with the verb to fill. Okay, if I write this word, okay, to fill, just like this, to fill. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger, maybe 22. What happened here? To feel, yeah, 22 is a little bit bigger. Okay, to feel an emotion, quindi sentire un'emozione, to feel an emotion, and to feel, feel. Remember, just like the exercise that I told you about the first lesson, to feel, and feel. Okay, without the accent, feel. So fill the gap. It's different from to feel emotions. Okay, feel feelings, right? Feelings, emozioni. To feel, sentire, provare emozioni. Okay, so this was a fill the gap kind of exercise. Now let's move on to a different part of the exercise, which is the listening part 3 for tonight. So let's go to our lesson plan and take a look at the listening part 3 exercise. Okay, and now in this activity, students do a leading activity on vocabulary, okay, with films. So this this listening deals with films. Okay, they answer some questions, okay, which they will be shown later on this page. So you're going to do a listening, and after the listening, you're going to have some questions to answer to. Yeah, there you go. For each question, choose the correct answer. You will hear Annie talking to her friend Tony about a film she saw. The film was about Annie. So we are going to have a little time to read these parts, okay? Oh, we also have a script as usual. Remember that I have a script for the listening that I'm going to play right here, okay? Which I'm going to play for you in order to help your listening exercise. So let's have a look here at this part. Okay. Now remember that in this folder, you also find the MP3 file with the audio script for the exercise. Now, because this is part 3, remember that usually
Cambridge English,
just
key
a sec.
English test for schools listening. Sample test.
Yeah, you have to find
There are 5
the
parts
exact.
to the test.
You have to find the
You will
exact
hear
part.
each piece.
You have to find the exact part where the listening starts, which in this case should be minute 9 and 50 seconds. Let's say if it starts right here.
Now look at part 3.
Okay, yes. So at about minute 10, you're going to see the beginning of part 3. So before I can play the audio, let's take a look again at the listening part 3 exercise and find the script part, okay? Which should be helpful in understanding the conversation. So this is the script, okay? And I'm going to try to show you where to read, okay, in order to catch the audio. So let's get started with this. Ready?
Rivers. So
A
don't
little
bring
bit earlier.
trainers.
Little bit earlier. Okay.
Now look at part 3. For each question, choose the correct answer. Look at questions 11 to 15 now. You have 20 seconds.
You will hear Annie talking to her friend Tony about a film she saw.
Annie, I tried to phone you on Saturday afternoon, but your phone was off.
Sorry, Tony. I was at home all morning and in the evening.
Oh, so what did you do on Saturday?
I went to see a film, actually. But before that, I was at the shops for about 2 hours. Then I went to the cinema for the 3:15 show, and I didn't come out until 5:30.
What was the film?
An old one from many years ago called The Black Lions. It's the story of a top basketball player.
Did you enjoy it?
Actually, it's an interesting story, but it's a shame there are no really good actors in it. Anyway, it's not too long.
Don't you prefer funny films?
Well, my favourite film ever is Bird Boy, which actually isn't funny and has nothing amazing in it. But the reason I love it is because it all really happened.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've only seen it on TV. I think it's best to see films on a big cinema screen, but I usually just watch them on my laptop at home.
Me too.
Now listen again.
Annie, I tried to phone you on Saturday afternoon, but your phone was off.
Sorry, Tony. I was at home all morning and in the evening.
Oh, So, what did you do on Saturday?
I went to see a film, actually. But before that, I was at the shops for about 2 hours. Then I went to the cinema for the 3:15 show, and I didn't come out until 5:30.
What was the film?
An old one from many years ago called The Black Lions. It's the story of a top basketball player.
Huh. Did you enjoy it?
Actually, it's an interesting story, but it's a shame there are no really good actors in it. Anyway, it's not too long.
Don't you prefer funny films?
Well, my favourite film ever is Bird Boy, which actually isn't funny and has nothing amazing in it. But the reason I love it is because it all really happened.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've only seen it on TV. I think it's best to see films on a big cinema screen, but I usually just watch them on my laptop at home.
Me too.
Okay, students. So this was the listening. Was it easy or was it difficult? Let me know as usual, sending me a message on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so let's try to read this script. Okay, so Annie, I tried to telephone you on Saturday afternoon. Yeah, afternoon is afternoon, noon is 12, mezzodì, quindi nel primo pomeriggio, dopo pranzo sarebbe afternoon, nel primo pomeriggio. I tried to phone you on Saturday, sabato afternoon, but your phone was off, ma il tuo telefono era spento. Your phone was, passato, past simple, was, to be, is, present, was, past, but your phone was off. Sorry Tony, I was at home all morning, quindi ero a casa, sono stato a casa, I was at home all morning, and in the evening, e anche nel tardo pomeriggio, quindi afternoon and evening, primo pomeriggio, tardo pomeriggio, in the evening. Oh, so what did you do on Saturday? Quindi what did al passato, remember, do. What did you do? Che cosa hai fatto? Quindi siamo nel passato adesso, past simple, ok? Now we are introducing the past simple. So, what did you do on Saturday? Che cosa hai fatto sabato? I went to see a film, actually, quindi sono andata, went, passato semplice, past simple, to go. I went to see a film, actually, sono andata a vedere un film, a dire il vero, actually, a dire il vero. But before that, ma prima di fare ciò, but before that, I was at the shops, quindi ero in giro per negozi for about 2 hours, for about, per circa, for about 2 hours. Poi, then, I went to the cinema for the 3:15 show. Poi sono andata al cinema per lo spettacolo delle 3:15, 3:15 or a quarter past 3, 3:15, a quarter past 3, and I didn't come, e non sono tornato, didn't come out, quindi non sono uscita, I didn't come out from the cinema, didn't come out from the cinema, fino alle 5:30, half past 5, half past 5. What was the film? Cioè, che film hai visto? Qual era il film? What was the film? Qual era il film che hai visto, sottinteso? What was the film? An old one from many years ago, quindi un film molto vecchio, di molti anni fa, chiamato The Black Lions, i Leoni Neri. È la storia di un giocatore, uno tra i migliori giocatori di basketball. Did you enjoy it? Ti è piaciuto? Did enjoy, piacere. Did you enjoy it? Actually, it's an interesting story. È una storia, a dire il vero, è una storia interessante. È una vergogna che non ci siano dei veramente bravi attori nel film, really good actors in it. Anyway, ad ogni modo, it's not long, non è un film molto lungo, ok? Don't you prefer funny films? Non preferisci film divertenti? Well, my favorite film ever is Bird Boy. Il mio film favorito in assoluto ever is Bird Boy, which actually, che a dire il vero non è un film divertente, isn't funny, e non ha nulla di sorprendente in esso, insomma, he has nothing amazing in it. But the reasons I love it is because it's all really happened. Ma il motivo per cui adoro questo film è perché tutta la storia è realmente accaduta. La storia, tutta la storia, it all really, per davvero, it all really happened. Quindi tutta la storia è successa per davvero, it all really happened. Oh, I haven't seen it. Oh, io non l'ho visto, I haven't seen it. I have only seen it on TV. L'ho visto solo in TV. I think it's best to see films on a big cinema screen. Cioè, penso sia meglio vedere i film di un grande schermo al cinema, but I usually just watch them on my laptop at home. Però di solito li guardo soltanto a casa con il mio portatile on my laptop at home. Me too, anche io. So this was the listening part. Now that we read the script, now that we translated the script, you should feel a little bit more comfortable with answering these questions as well. So there are about 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 questions that you should be able to answer while listening to the audio. Okay, question 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now you should take about probably, well, they in the exam are only going to give you like 15 seconds or 20 seconds to read them. So you should be able to read these questions real quick. Okay, so Annie saw a film at 2 o'clock, 3:15, 5:30, 2 o'clock, alle 2 in punto, 3:15, alle 3:15, 3:15, half metà orologio, e quarter un quarto d'orologio, quindi 15 minuti, 30 minuti, e 3:15, un quartino dopo le 3, la metà dopo le 5, saranno le 5:30, le 3:15. The film was about a sports star, una star, diciamo, del mondo dello sport, alcuni animali o storia. Annie thought the film was, quindi che cosa ha pensato Annie? Che il film was too long, wasn't very interesting, non era molto interessante, o aveva bisogno di attori migliori, needed better actors. Like, let me know what you think. Annie's favorite film makes her laugh, la fa ridere, quindi il film favorito di Annie la fa ridere, makes her laugh, is a true story, è una storia vera, is very exciting, è molto diciamo eccitante, piacevole. Annie prefers to watch films, Annie preferisce guardare i film al cinema, on her laptop or on TV. So now I think it's about time that you grab a notebook, okay? Grab a notebook, and while we play the listening one more time, write down your answers for these questions. So write 11 A, B, or C, 12 A, B, or C, 13, 14, and 15. So write down your answers while we play the listening again, okay? So we start at about 9:50, like 10. So let me see if I can actually find it. Yeah, I think this is good enough. So get ready as I'm going to play the audio one more time.
Now look at part 3. For each question, choose the correct answer. Look at questions 11 to 15 now. You have 20 seconds.
You will hear Annie talking to her friend Tony about a film she saw.
Annie, I tried to phone you on Saturday afternoon, but your phone was off.
Sorry, Tony. I was at home all morning and in the evening.
Oh, so what did you do on Saturday?
I went to see a film, actually. But before that, I was at the shops for about 2 hours. Then I went to the cinema for the 3:15 show, and I didn't come out until 5:30.
What was the film?
An old one from many years ago called The Black Lions. It's the story of a top basketball player.
Huh. Did you enjoy it?
Actually, it's an interesting story, but it's a shame there are no really good actors in it. Anyway, it's not too long.
Don't you prefer funny films?
Well, my favourite film ever is Bird Boy, which actually isn't funny and has nothing amazing in it. But the reason I love it is because it all really happened.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've only seen it on TV. I think it's best to see films on a big cinema screen, but I usually just watch them on my laptop at home.
Me too.
Now listen again.
Annie, I tried to phone you on Saturday afternoon, but your phone was off.
Sorry, Tony. I was at home all morning and in the evening.
Oh, so what did you do on Saturday?
I went to see a film, actually. But before that, I was at the shops for about 2 hours. Then I went to the cinema for the 3:15 show, and I didn't come out until 5:30.
What was the film?
An old one from many years ago called The Black Lions. It's the story of a top basketball player.
Huh. Did you enjoy it?
Actually, it's an interesting story, but it's a shame there are no really good actors in it. Anyway, it's not too long.
Don't you prefer funny films?
Well, my favourite film ever is Bird Boy, which actually isn't funny and has nothing amazing in it. But the reason I love it is because it all really happened.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've only seen it on TV. I think it's best to see films on a big cinema screen, but I usually just watch them on my laptop at home.
Me too.
Okay, students, was it easier this time? I think that should have been, right? And I think that you should have been able to answer those questions as well. Were you able to do it? Any, so a film at, the film was about, any, the film was about, and Annie taught the film, Annie's favorite film, and Annie prefers to watch films. So let's have a look at the answers here and see if we can actually check those for you. So have a quick look at it. Here we go. Those were the answers. Check them real quick. Okay, were you able to get the right answer? for those questions. So 11 was B, 12 was A, 13 was C, 5:30. Distractors. Okay, watch for distractors. Okay. 12A, 13C, 14B, 15A. So 11B, 12A, 13C, 14B, 15A. So let's go back to those questions and see them one more time. Okay, let me do this a little faster. There we go. So 11 was B, 3:15. Yes, a 3:15. 12A, a sports star, basketball, if I'm correct, right? 13 was C, needed better actors. That was her opinion, right? The film needed better actors. And his favorite film, 14 was B, is a true story. Okay. Remember, Annie talks about her favorite film, and it's a true story. Annie prefers to watch films, 15A, at the cinema, right? She prefers to watch films at the cinema. Okay, so I hope that this listening was easy enough for you. I mean, I don't think this was particularly difficult, honestly. It wasn't very long either, so it was a short audio, not too long and not too difficult in my opinion. So I think that you all should have been able to answer most or all these questions. Okay. So this is the end of the listening part 3 for tonight. So we did the listening part 1 and part 2, the previous lessons, and tonight we finished the listening part 3 section as well. So what we can do now is go back to our lesson plan folder, and keep in mind that we have a file called vocabulary list. Remember, I told you that Cambridge gave you a list of words that you can actually look at, and we started looking at some of these words. Remember, appointment, apartment, anywhere. I think that we did some assistant as well, to travel by, airport, alarm clock, un orologio, una sveglia, alarm clock, album, another, un altro, answer, risposta, anybody, address, remember, advanced, adventure, advertisement, advice, un consiglio, advice, consiglio. Let's see some other letters here. Between, tra, between. Better, meglio, behind, dietro, attractive, between, bicycle, okay, big, grande, bike, bill, una banconota, bill, o anche il conto, bill. Can I have my bill, please? Posso avere il conto? Can I have my bill, please? Posso avere il conto? Can I, posso io, biology, bird, uccello, badly, un avverbio, malamente, bake, infornare, bake, o bakery, il panificio, bakery, bowl, balloon, banana, blackboard, ok, blanket, coperta, boil, ok, boil, bollire, book, bookcase, beautiful. I think that we looked at some of these words already last time. Bowl, una ciotola, una scodella, brain, cervello, brave, coraggioso, bread, pane, camping, camera, camel, capital. So in reality, look, all these words are not really difficult. Like, I think that you should be able to understand them, like even if in the context. Yes, if you find these words in the context of a text, you should be able to understand what they mean. Bridge, brilliant, bridge, ponte, brilliant, brillante, nel senso di intelligente, brilliant, ok? I thought the film was brilliant. Ho pensato, il passato di to think. I thought the film was brilliant. Bring, portare, bring back, riportare. Broken, broke, rotto, broken, rotto. Brother, fratello. Brown, marrone. Brush, spazzolino da denti, brush. Burger, un hamburger, la carne, burger. Businessman, businesswoman, business person. Careful, careful, attento, be careful, stai attento, be careful. Career, card. Carry, portare. Case, valigia. Cash, contante. Castle, castello. Catch, afferrare. Celebrate, celebrare. Ceiling, soffitto. Cat, gatto. Cent, centesimi. Center, center. You see, American English, center. British English, cent. Centimeter, American English, a centimeter, centimeter in British English. Century, yes, century is un secolo, serial. Certainly, certainly, sicuramente. Chain, catena. She wore a gold chain, indossava una catena d'oro. Wore, wear is an irregular verb. Questo qui è il passato di to wear. Wore, worn. She wore a gold chain, indossava una catena d'oro. Change, il resto. Chair, sedia. Channel, canale, character. Coffee, cost, costare. Coach, allenatore. Cold, freddo. Colleague, collect. Color, come, è un pettine. Come, venire. Come back, ritornare. Check, può essere controllare, se è un verbo. Cheese, formaggio. Chef. Comfortable, comodo. Comic, company. Complete. Choose. Cook, cooker. Cucinare, cooker, la pentola. Choose, scegliere. Circle, cerchio. Circus, circo. Cos'altro? Clean, pulire, to clean. Classroom, classmate, un compagno di scuola. Classmate, classroom. Clean, cleaner. Qualcosa che serve per pulire. Cleaner. Un detergente, ad esempio. Cleaner. Corner, angolo. Costume, costume. Country, una nazione, un paese. Countryside, la campagna. Close, chiudere. Close to, prepositions. Close to, vicino a. Closed, chiuso. Closed, un aggettivo. Closed. Closet, l'armadio. Clothes, vestiti. Cloud, nuvola. Ok, cloud. Cover, cow, la mucca. Vediamo cos'altro c'è. Crowd, la folla. Crowded, affollato. Crowded, cry, piangere. Cupboard, i mobili della cucina. Curtain, le tende. Dining room, sala da pranzo. Diner, è un ristorante generalmente aperto per cena. Diploma, directions. Dirty, sporco. Discount, sconto. Discover, scoprire. Discuss, discutere. Discutere però non nel senso di animatamente, cioè una discussione costruttiva. To discuss. Dish, piatti. Dad, papà. Daily, quotidianamente. Dance, danger, pericoloso. Danger, pericolo, pardon. Dangerous, aggettivo, pericoloso. Dark, scuro. Doctor, dollar, dolphin, delfino. Donkey, asino. Door, dot, deer, caro. Double, doppio. Download, scaricare. delicious, ok, delizioso, deliver, consegnare, dentist, department store, department store è un negozio di abbigliamento, describe, descrivere, design, dream, sognare, drawing, to draw, disegnare, drawing è un disegno, drawer, disegnatore, to draw, disegnare, dress, un abito, dressed, essere vestito, hurry, you need to get dressed, hurry, datti una mossa, hurry, hurry, you need to get dressed, devi vestirti, datti una, indossa un po', indossa dei vestiti, you need to get dressed, driver, l'autista, driving license, la patente, drugstore è una farmacia, o chemist, ok? In British English, drugstore in American English, drugstore. British English is the chemist. Drum, i tamburi, exactly, esattamente, anywhere, anything, everyone. Quindi tutti, everyone, tutti, tutte le persone, everyone, ognuno, everything, ogni cosa, everything, tutte le cose, everywhere, tutti i luoghi, dappertutto, everywhere, everywhere, dappertutto, everything and everyone. Excellent, eccellente, accept, excuse, expensive, costoso, electricity, extra. Now, I think before we continue with this vocabulary list, let's go and take a look at the grammar part 3, so that we make sure we cover that, and if we have some extra time, we can go back and take a look at some other words. So if I open the English grammar extract, there we go, you should be able to find the unit 3, which is the one we are going to cover tonight. So we did unit 2. Remember, I also gave you the key on the WhatsApp group. Tonight we are going to talk about the past simple. Okay, so unit 3 grammar reference is about the past simple, past continuous. So we are moving from present to past. Remember, I also showed you that we had a verb chart, a tense chart, however you want to call it, was this one, where right, we said that the 3 tenses were past, present, and future, and all verbs were simple, continuous, or perfect. Okay, so we covered the simple, we cover the continuous forms of present. Tonight we're going to look at past simple and past continuous. Okay, all right, remember I told you the first difference between past simple regular verbs and past simple irregular verbs already. So remember, we also have an irregular verbs list where you can find the base form, which is the infinitive, the past simple form, and you can find the past participle form. So if a verb is irregular, then you must know the past simple. If the verb is regular, you can simply add an ed at the end of the verb. For example, work, I work, I worked. Quindi io lavoro, I work. I worked, lavorai o lavoravo. I start, I started. Quindi aggiungo l'ed se si tratta di un verbo regolare. Se il verbo non è regolare, ma è if the verb is irregular, then the past simple is completely different. Cioè non ci potrete mai arrivare al passato semplice del verbo irregolare, dovrete semplicemente conoscerlo. Remember, we read some examples. Be al passato fa was, were, was per le terze persone singolari, were per tutte le altre. Been, past participle, se dovreste già chiedervi a cosa servirà mai il participio passato, servirà per fare la forma perfetta. Cioè io ho studiato, quindi present perfect, io ho studiato, I have studied English, ho studiato inglese, I have studied English, I had studied English, I will have studied English. Quindi il perfetto ci servirà per coniugare il past participle, il participio passato ci servirà per coniugare la forma perfetta dei verbi, ok? But tonight is not the case to look at perfects into details. So, a questo comunque serviranno il participio passato. For tonight, so become, diventare, become, became, begin, began, break, broke, bring, brought, build, built, buy, bought, can, could, catch, caught, choose, chose, come, came, cost, cost, cut, cut, do, did, drink, drank, drive, drove, eat, ate, fall, fell, feel, feel. Remember? Feel, sentire. Feel, felt, I felt sorry. Mi sentii in colpa, I felt sorry. Fight, fought, find, found, fly, flew, forget, forgot, get, got, give, gave, go, went, grow, grew, have, had, hear, heard, hit, hit, keep, kept, know, knew, learn, learned. Ecco, learn can be sia regular, learn can be both regular and irregular, ok? So il verbo imparare ha entrambe le declinazioni, sia regolari che irregolare. A regolare fa learned al passato, irregular learned, ma è interscambiabile, si possono usare in entrambe le forme. Leave, left, lasciare, leave, left, lose, lost, make, made, meet, met, pay, paid, put, put, read, read. Quindi read, read si scrive allo stesso modo ma si pronuncia in maniera diversa, quindi read al presente e read al passato, cambia solo la pronuncia, la fonetica. Ride, rode, run, ran, say, said, see, saw, sell, sold, send, sent, shut, shut, sing, sang, shut, shut, la stessa pronuncia e la stessa scrittura, quindi shut, shut, sing, sang, sit, sat, sleep, slept, speak, spoke, spend, spent, stand, stood, steal, stole, swim, swam, take, took, tell, told, think, thought, understand, understood, wake, woke, wear, wore, win, won, write, wrote. So this is the short irregular verbs list that you can look at to find past simple in case of irregular verbs. In case, so the normal rule is to add ed to verbs, ok? Quindi la regola generale è di aggiungere l'ed dopo i verbi. Se il verbo, if the verb ends in e, add d, ok? Quindi se il verbo finisce con la e, si aggiunge soltanto la d, non si raddoppia la e. I arrive, I arrived, loved, I love, I loved. If the verb has only one syllable, plus one vowel, plus one consonant, double the consonant. Quindi abbiamo un verbo stop, ok? Dove c'è una vocale prima di una consonante, stop, si raddoppia la consonante finale. Stop becomes stopped. Non è stopped, è stopped. Stopped. Plan, consonante, vocale, vedete c'è una vocale prima della consonante, plan, non è planned, è planned, planned, quindi si raddoppia l'ultima consonante, planned, doubled consonant, double, planned, stopped. If the verb ends, anche se in inglese non sono molto marcate, cioè io in questo livello le marco un po' di più le consonanti proprio perché mi rendo conto che dall'altro lato dello schermo ci siete voi studenti che avete bisogno di comprendere bene ciò che io dico, quindi diciamo io aggiusto leggermente la mia pronuncia in maniera tale da renderla più semplice per voi, però in realtà non si raddoppiano molto le consonanti nella pronuncia, però questo lo faccio notare poi in livelli come il B1 o il B2. Right now Right now, just understand that you have to double the consonant. So stop becomes stopped. Okay, not stopped, but stopped. So not stop, stopped. Plan, plant. If the verb ends in a consonant plus y, the y is changed to an I. Se il verbo finisce con una consonante più la y, change the y to I, cioè si cambia la y in i, y to I, remember I, quindi study becomes studied, to carry. Al presente si scriverebbe studi con la y, studi. Siccome c'è una consonante D prima della y, la y diventa I, studied, carry, carried. There are many common irregular verbs. Ok, quelli li abbiamo già visti, ok? There are many common irregular verbs. The form of past simple is the same for all persons, quindi che cosa vuol dire? Che non si aggiunge la S alla terza persona singolare. I finished, he, she, it finished, o arrived, o went. Finished, arrived, regular verbs. Went, irregular, sarebbe il passato, past simple of to go, went. I went yesterday, ci sono andato ieri. I went yesterday, I finished yesterday, ho finito ieri. He, she, it, finished, arrived, went yesterday. We, you, they, finished, arrived, went yesterday. Quindi non cambia la desinenza per la terza persona singolare, he, she, it. In the negative form, the negative of past simple is formed with didn't. Ok? He walked. Ok? Lui camminava. He didn't walk. Quindi alla forma negativa l'id si mette prima del verbo, ma la si trascrive con il didn't, o meglio did not, he didn't walk, per esempio, o did not, nella forma completa, did not, abbreviato didn't. I didn't arrive yesterday, io non sono arrivato ieri. Let's take a look at the positive form. I arrived yesterday. The positive form, I arrived yesterday, okay? In the negative form, I didn't arrive yesterday. Quindi, nella forma negativa non si ripete l'ed. Quindi non è I didn't arrived yesterday, didn't arrived yesterday. Doesn't sound too nice, right? I didn't arrive yesterday. No, I didn't arrive yesterday. Okay, I didn't arrive yesterday. Questions. How do we make questions? The questions in the past simple is formed with did. Ok, quindi per fare le domande usiamo nuovamente l'ausiliare did. Quindi she started, lei cominciava. Per fare una domanda, quando cominciò? When did she start? Quindi nuovamente nelle domande non si usa l'ed, ma si usa l'ausiliare did. When did, al posto del do. Let's do a comparison. Facciamo un piccolo paragone. Let's do a comparison with the unit 2. In the eccolo qui. Questions do. In the present simple we said usiamo il do o il does per fare le domande o il don't per le negazioni. Quindi I don't live near here. Non vivo qui vicino. I don't live near here. Where do you live? Dove vivi? Where do you live? Quindi usiamo il do. Al presente il do o il does. Mentre al passato, ok, we use did or didn't. Okay, so when we see didn't, we understand It's a past simple. I didn't arrive yesterday. For the questions, when did she, you, they arrive? Quindi anche per le domande non cambia la terza persona singolare. When did she arrive? Quando è arrivata? Short answers. Did you go to work yesterday? Did you go? Did, passato. Question. Did you go to work yesterday? Sei andato, sei andata, sei andato al lavoro ieri? Yes, I did. Quindi non si ripete tutto, yes, I did, o yes, I went to work. Non ce n'è bisogno. Did you go to work yesterday? Yes, I did. Did, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Did you go to work yesterday? Yes, I did. Did it rain? Did it rain? Did it rain last night? No, it didn't. Did? No, it didn't. For negative, ok? Per la negazione. Use. The past simple expresses a past action that is now finished. Ok, questo è molto importante, quindi il passato semplice esprime un'azione passata che è terminata. Now finished, terminata. We played tennis last Sunday. Quindi giocammo a tennis la scorsa domenica. We played tennis. Played tennis. I worked in London from 1994 to 1999. John left 2 minutes ago. Quindi John left, anche se sono passati solo 2 minuti, non si dice John has left, cioè John ha appena lasciato l'ufficio. No, John lasciò l'ufficio. John left 2 minutes ago, perché io specifico un momento temporale, uso un avverbio in pratica. John left 2 minutes ago. Last Sunday, quindi indico esattamente un momento nel passato al quale mi riferisco. We played tennis la scorsa domenica. From 1994 to 1999. Dal 1994 al 1999, quindi un arco temporale preciso nel passato. Notice the same expressions that are used with past simple. I did it last year, last month, 5 years ago, yesterday morning, in 1985. Sono degli esempi che vi mostrano l'uso del passato. Quindi I did it, ho fatto quella cosa, ho fatto ciò, l'ho fatto. Last year, l'anno scorso, lo scorso mese, 5 anni fa, ieri mattina, nel 1985, ossia ogni qualvolta viene espressamente indicato un momento nel tempo passato a cui ci si sta riferendo. This is past simple. Then we have past continuous. Quindi we use the ing just like for the present continuous, okay? We use the ing. The ing is the gerund, we said, è il gerundio. We use the ing, sempre con il verbo essere, ok? Però, while the present continuous, right, was with the verb to be, is working. So am, is, are. Ecco qua, questions or positive, am not for negatives, is, isn't for third singular person, he, she, it, or are not for we, you, they. For the past continuous, we use was, were plus ing, ok? Attenzione qui, perché se vi ho detto che al passato prossimo non si mette mai una S, al passato remoto, perdono, che sarebbe il past simple, ci sono delle eccezioni nel caso del verbo essere, ad esempio, perché I was, quindi io ero, io fui, you were, he, she, it was, quindi il was si usa per la prima e per la terza persona singolare al passato. Quindi quando usiamo il verbo essere per fare il nostro past continuous, ok? giusto? Nel present continuous usavamo il verbo essere più il gerundio per fare il present continuous. I am, numero 2, present, I am going, I am studying, I am watching. Numero 1, passato, per fare il past continuous dovrò sempre usare il verbo essere al passato, quindi I was studying, I was watching, I was learning, ok? Positive and negative, so I was, he, she, it wasn't o was not, se è negativo, working, I was working, oppure I wasn't working, he, she, it was working, oppure he, she, it wasn't working. You, we, you, they were working, cioè noi, voi, essi stavano lavorando. Ricordate sempre che il you in inglese, più che tradurlo con il tu, si traduce con il voi, perché anche quando si dà del tu ad una persona, in realtà lo si fa con una certa enfasi del famoso voi plurale majestatis, insomma, quindi anziché dire tu sei un grande amico, in inglese, insomma, in realtà è come se fosse voi siete un grande amico, cioè nel senso tu sei un grande amico, voi siete un grande amico. So, we, you, they, quindi per questo c'è un solo you perché vale per la seconda persona sia singolare che plurale. We, you, they were, weren't working. Questions, what was I doing? Che cosa stavo facendo? What was I doing? What were we, you, they doing? Ok? Quindi per fare le domande, prima il verbo was, poi il soggetto, poi il gerundio. Prima ancora di ogni cosa c'è la preposizione what, in questo caso, oppure when, where, ok? What was I, he, she doing? What were we, you, they doing? Short answers. Were you working yesterday? Cioè, stavi lavorando ieri? Yes, I was. Quindi, non essendoci il do, non posso fare il ping pong con il do, lo faccio con il verbo essere. Were you working yesterday? Stavi lavorando ieri? Yes, I was. Was she studying when you arrived? No, she wasn't. Was she studying? Stava studiando quando tu arrivasti? Ora notate questa domanda. Mi ha usato sia il presente continuo che il presente semplice. Was she studying? Stava studiando quando tu arrivasti? Questo perché? Perché was studying è un'azione precedente al past simple, quindi prima questa ragazza o questa signora, questa donna stava studiando, poi tu sei arrivato mentre lei stava studiando, quindi was she studying when you arrived? Stava studiando quando tu sei arrivato? No, she wasn't. No, non stava studiando, stava facendo altre cose, insomma. Use. The past continuous expresses a past activity that has duration, quindi indica un'azione che dura per un certo frangente di tempo, non è un'azione riconducibile ad un singolo istante, ma è un'azione che perdura per un po' nel passato. I met her, quindi la incontrai, I met her while I was living in Paris. La incontrai, I met her while, mentre I was living, mentre vivevo, nel senso di stavo vivendo a Parigi. I met her while I was living. Perché in inglese non diciamo I met her while I lived in Paris? Cioè non lo dico come in italiano, la incontrai mentre vivevo a Parigi, per far capire quale azione viene prima o si è verificata prima nel passato, cioè tra le due azioni, incontrare e vivere, qual è quella più vecchia? Cioè quale azione era accaduta precedentemente all'altra? I met her while I was studying in Paris. Quindi ciò significa che io prima mi sono trasferito a Parigi, ad esempio, quindi stavo vivendo a Parigi, I was living in Paris, poi dopo, successivamente, l'ho incontrata. Quindi I met her while I was living in Paris, mentre stavo vivendo a Parigi, ok? E anche perché in inglese non abbiamo tutte le forme verbali che sono a disposizione nella lingua italiana. Quindi è un po' più sintetica la grammatica, quindi purtroppo abbiamo meno possibilità di utilizzare altre forme verbali. You were making a lot of noise last night. You were making, stavi facendo molto rumore la notte scorsa. What were you doing? What? Che cosa stavi facendo? What were you doing? The activity began before the action expressed by the past simple. Ok? Quindi il secondo caso è the activity began before the action expressed. Era quello che avevo appena detto. L'attività comincia prima dell'azione espressa dal passato semplice. She was making coffee when he arrived. Lei stava facendo il caffè quando noi arrivammo, quando noi siamo arrivati. She was making coffee. When I phoned Simon, he was having dinner. Quando ho chiamato Simon, lui stava cenando. He was having dinner. When I phoned Simon, he was having dinner. The past continuous expresses an activity in progress before and probably after a time in the past. Quindi indica un'azione in progresso, cioè che stava avvenendo nel passato. When I woke up this morning, the sun was shining. Quando mi sono svegliato, il sole stava già brillando. When I woke up, al passato, wake up in the morning, woke up, mi svegliai. When I woke up this morning, ecco, questa mattina è già passata, quindi non è quando mi sono svegliato, è quando mi svegliai questa mattina, perché la mattina è già passata, c'è un tempo preciso. When I woke up this morning, the sun was shining, il sole già brillava. What were you doing at 8 last night? Che cosa stavi facendo? What were you doing at 8 last night? Che cosa stavi facendo alle 8 la notte scorsa? Past simple and past continuous. The past simple express past action as simple facts. So, quindi il past simple è una semplice azione, non implica una certa durata dell'azione. I did my homework last night. Ho fatto i compiti la notte scorsa. I did my homework. What did you do yesterday evening? Che cosa hai fatto ieri pomeriggio? What did you do yesterday evening? I watched TV. Ho guardato la TV. Guardavo la TV. Guardai la TV. Guardate in quanti modi si potrebbe tradurlo in italiano, but in English I watched TV. The past continuous gives past activities time duration. The activity can be interrupted. What were you doing at 8? I was watching TV. What were you doing? Quindi cosa stavi facendo alle 8? I was watching TV. Ok? Stavo guardando la TV. I was doing my homework when Jane arrived. Un'altra volta. No? I was doing my homework when Jane arrived. Cioè, vi sto spiegando un'altra volta quello che io vi dicevo in inglese. The activity can be interrupted, cioè l'attività può essere interrotta con il past simple arrived. Anche nelle storie, in stories, the past continuous can describe the scene. Il passato continuo può descrivere un'azione. The past simple tells the action. Quindi il passato continuo, nel raccontare una storia, il passato continuo descrive una scena, il passato semplice l'azione. It was a beautiful day, era un giorno bellissimo. The sun was, il sole stava splendendo, una scena, no? L'azione. The sun was, it was a beautiful day. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. Una scena, no? The birds were singing. So we decided, quindi l'azione, noi decidemmo di andare a fare un picnic. We decided to go for a picnic. We put everything in the car. The questions below refer to different time periods, okay? What were you doing? What did you do? Diversi modi di fare domande. What were you doing? Che cosa stavi facendo alle 8? What did you do yesterday? Che cosa hai fatto? Che cosa facevi ieri? When it started to rain? We were playing tennis. We went home. What were you doing when it started to rain? Cioè, che cosa stai facendo quando cominciò a piovere? We were playing, stavamo giocando a tennis. Oppure, what did you do when it started to rain? We went home, andammo a casa. Un'azione anziché una scena, cioè raccontare una scena. Ci sono ovviamente delle preposizioni che aiutano a specificare le espressioni nel tempo. These are called prepositions in time expressions. At, on, in, o no prepositions. At. Usiamo at, la preposizione at, per dire at 6 o'clock, at midnight, at Christmas, at weekend. Quindi at si usa per le feste, Christmas, Natale, oppure at weekend per il sabato e la domenica, at the weekend. On per un giorno specifico, on Monday, on Saturday, Monday morning, oppure on Christmas Day, cioè nel giorno di Natale, perché sapete il Natale è anche inteso come un periodo di vacanze, no? Quindi Christmas, cioè le vacanze di Natale, quindi at Christmas. On Christmas Day è proprio lui, il giorno del 25 dicembre. On January 18th, ok, quindi quando c'è una data specifica, on January 18th, quindi on è più specifico per le date, esatto, on Saturday, on Monday. In, per esempio, per i periodi, i momenti delle giornate, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, nei mesi, in December, in summer, negli anni, in 2005, in 2 weeks time. E non si usano preposizioni per today, yesterday, non si dice in today o in yesterday, no, o on today, no, today, yesterday, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day before yesterday, last night, last week, 2 weeks ago, next month, yesterday evening, tomorrow evening, this evening, and tonight. So I think that we can actually move on and practice this grammar part 3 tonight. So if you have any questions concerning the grammar reference part 3, please feel free to drop me a message in the WhatsApp group and I'll be glad to answer all your questions. But it should be pretty straightforward, so you shouldn't have many problems completing this grammar reference part 3. And keep in mind that I will be giving you the key afterwards anyway. So complete the sentences with past simple, okay? So you must use the past simple, answer the questions with short answers, write the sentences in the correct order, write the past simple forms of the verbs, write questions for these answers, complete the sentences with the past continuous form, read the sentences, which action happened first, complete the text, use the past simple and past continuous, choose the correct prepositions. So I don't think it should be too difficult, actually. So I'm sure that you're going to do a great job. So students, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I want to say goodbye and see you next lesson. Study hard.